Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Ina Talks. I'm super happy to have you here. Today I would like to live an ordinary day when I do the most ordinary things, but also talk about how to make friends as an adult and how I would do it, having the background and knowledge that I have already compiled throughout my 33 years of life. And hopefully these are going to be helpful to you. Today I'm about to do a workout in the gym. I'm on my way basically. After that, I'm not going to eat very healthily. And also the evening will be dedicated to some small administrative tasks that I have had for a while. I shouldn't push them off any longer. In case you like this video, I welcome you to hit the like button, to leave a comment, and of course to subscribe, because I'm welcoming all of you in here. The thing with friendship is that when you're a teenager or when you're a kid, when you study at school or you study at the university, college, whatever, you're kind of pushed by the environment to make friends, to have similar schedules, to be enclosed in the same premises, and that surrounds like you, and you kind of have the idea what the people are like around yourself, and you don't have to exert a special effort in order to make a friend under these circumstances, because it just happens to be so natural, and indeed it is. I never thought how convenient making friends was until I hit my 30s, and I noticed that we kind of grew up, and many of my friends and acquaintances, we grew apart naturally because we happened to find ourselves in other life situations, and our interests, they were no longer similar anymore compared to the past, how we were. I understood that in order to make friends at this age, we need to cross the same paths in two different dimensions. In the dimension of the values, you have to value the same kind of things or a number of the same things, and also have some common interests. You don't have to have all the common interests, because that is like a very rare thing to find when you're like totally on the same page with everything. It's like really difficult when you're adults. If you value keeping your word, like it's above everything for you in the relationship, then probably your friend should have a similar value. They need to care if they give you a word on something, and they have to keep it, and the same about you. Also, the interests. Let's imagine that you like doing some sport, or you would like to try new sports. Then probably you might have a chance to meet a person who will become your friend in the future, in the place where they also discover themselves, discover their passions towards sports or some physical activity, whatever it is. I remember that I did not have a very similar interests with my friends in terms of doing sport, but we did want to try new sports together, and we were open to this idea, open to this thing. And it was extremely exciting, and we learned a lot about each other in the process, because you are facing your fears, you are trying to like understand how to be vulnerable around somebody else. This is extremely significant, and this was really fun and also an efficient way to make a friend. I definitely do recommend that. You know, a lot of people are just really busy working, just putting in the work that they have to, and that makes total sense to me. It's just that sometimes it is difficult to make a stable, reliable friend at work, because if you like are caught or leaving your job, then it will be slightly more challenging to keep in touch if you haven't established a strong enough connection. For me, it was a priority, and it still is, to travel. And the value around traveling was discovering new, learning new things about myself and the other people from other cultures. And I literally met a friend on the trip while boarding a plane. My friend initiated a dialogue with me. I was not even open to it, but I ended up the happiest person afterwards. The thing is that that can also be a value and an interest at the same period of time, because you value discovering yourself and you're interested in learning new about the other cultures, and I find that fascinating. I think it's an easy thing to do in terms of building new friendship and keeping that friend in the future. An example of not very successful friendship making would be, surprisingly for me, the gym. I never met a friend, I never made a friend there. I never made even an acquaintance there, because somehow everyone is focused on their thing, which also is logical. And I'm not opening any kind of dialogues, and nobody's opening dialogues with me, even though we do have the same interest. We want to become healthier, we want to take care of our bodies, and we are valuing the appearance as a first factor that tells a lot about you. On one hand, it's an obvious thing that you're working on that and you're interested in that, but still somehow it doesn't mean that it will be a good segue into opening dialogues, making a connection, and making a friend. I hope it's not very difficult for you to make friends if you feel that you do need them. Please share in the comments how you deal with this matter, where you and how you met your wonderful friends that you have currently. Press a like button and subscribe if you haven't done so, and we'll see each other very soon.